I think that there is potential in the development of the African economy for many relationships, and it's not a question of should we be here, should China be here. We both should be here. There's good reasons for both of us to engage with business in Africa, in trade with Africa. I think if you look at the history of the U.S. relationship with Africa, there's a long relationship of trust where we have provided much needed aid support. I think over the last decade and a half, it has been focused more heavily on health issues than on economic issues.
True.
And I think you're seeing the pivot, partially because we're making success in the health area, partially because they have to move hand in hand. You saw the U.S. economy go through a period of substantial crisis not that long ago. In 2008 and 2009, our agenda was to rebuild the U.S. economy. And we did that. We took dramatic steps to rebuild our financial institutions with financial reform, to rebuild our fiscal position with policies that reduced our debt and our deficit, and to invest in the institutions that we need in the United States to grow,
Sure.
Like infrastructure. We're now seeing that you can go from where we were just a few short years ago. I've been Treasury Secretary just under 2 years.
Yes.
When I went to my first meetings of the International Economic Community, we were still looked at as having caused the financial crisis.
Right.
Now when I go to meetings, what I'm asked is, what is the magic of the U.S. economy that you have the resilience to bounce back, and now we're all looking to you to be the engine of world growth? And really part of the message of Power Africa and Trade Africa, part of the message in my meetings when I come to countries like South Africa, is that example is a meaningful one. You have to take responsibility for your own destiny. You have to take the steps to build the institutions in your own economy. And then you need the relationships of trust and cooperation for it all to work. So I'm optimistic about the potential of the U.S.-South African relationship. I'm optimistic about the African economy in the future. We need to keep pressing forward on the kinds of changes that each government, our own included, have to make to run our own systems well. And if we do that, if each of us do our part, the future is a very bright one.